Hey everybody, we're here at Swamp Fest. This is kind of Swamp Fest, but real Swamp Fest's over there. We're here at the Powers Shop booth with Chad Powers, and I just wanted to have a little conversation with Chad because he's got one of the very few BMX specific bike shops in the whole country, correct?
100% BMX only.
Which is kind of crazy, but that's not all you have. So maybe just talk a little bit about like Powers and like all of the different things.
Powers, we started out kind of as like a race shop, and well, I guess I started out racing and riding trails, so like that's really what I catered to when I started. But freestyle came along with it at the same time, and but yeah, we do all genres of BMX basically. We can help out flatland dudes, but we're not really, there's a really core flatland shop for that, but basically any other genre of BMX like we take care of.
Has it always been BMX specific?
100%.
So do you actually, before we get to that, what you have the like museum and other stuff too, like
we have a BMX museum that's open to the public every day that the shop's open. It's free. We have bikes from every era of BMX, from like 60s and 70s up to now. We have like Nick Long's bike from the Olympics from when that he raced in. We have like Brian Wismerski's bike, or Justin Inman's bike, a bunch of cool stuff. Yeah,
that is really cool. So do you find like you got a pretty successful business going, but do you find that there's challenges to being BMX specific?
Yeah, we have a business. I don't know how successful you want to claim it is, but we have fun every day. But yeah, it's real hard being BMX only. It's hard to turn customers away when they come in the door with a mountain bike or whatever. And we get, I guess another annoying thing, we get a lot of phone calls every day, but that we can't help because they're asking for derailleurs or whatever those are. And but no, with the crew that we have in the shop, like it's hard, but it's fun.
So how long have you been doing this?
I started the shop in 2004.
2004.
So what was that, 18 years?
Wow.
Yeah.
It'd be 18 years.
It'll be 18 years in August. Yeah, 17 years.
That's, so like, has BMX always been like your life? And,
yeah.
And this is like an extension of it?
Yeah, 100%. I started riding when I was 11 and got a job at the local bike shop when I was like 15, 16 years old. Still racing constantly. Then when I was 18, I got injured really bad, and then injured again really bad when I was 20, and then still working at bike shops, and I saved up enough money. I bought $1,200 worth of inventory, and then my parents bought me a little trailer that I had, and started towing it to skate parks and races, and pretty much putting every cent I ever had into the shop, and yeah, now we're here.
Right. So is that kind of where like this trailer comes from? Like, is it something like sentimental to you to have a trailer?
No, I don't know if it's sentimental, but it's just what I've been used to. But yeah, this is the race trailer that we take to all the races, and we just empty it out and put all the freestyle stuff in it. But yeah, this is the first kind of like freestyle event that we did. And so far we're getting awesome feedback.
Yeah. So you guys do a lot of jams and things of that nature. Like, do you have anything coming up? The game of bike was amazing. Like, I talked about it in my news videos and stuff as they were happening. Craig, just awesome as an announcer.
Awesome, yeah.
Billy,
he's singing tonight.
Come on, Billy.
Yeah, Billy's singing tonight. High voltage.
and just all that stuff, and you like do a lot to like give back to things, and I think it's really just cool to see it.
Yeah, we try. We got bills to pay, but we try to give back as much as possible. Being, free BMX museum, free ramps to the shop to ride whenever you're there. The jams, contests, anything that we do, like sponsoring Swamp Fest. Yeah, we try to give back as much as possible. Like, I don't know how many tubes we give away to the local kids that come in, and like, but we don't. I don't know. I don't want to say we don't brag about it. We don't brag about it.
Right. Well, anybody who does that much isn't going around bragging about it. But I feel like me doing these interviews and things like that, I want to, talk about it and let people know what's going on. So let's talk about BMX Museum old stuff. What is your most prized piece? Do you have a single most prized?
I get asked that a lot. And it has to be sentimentally my first bike that I ever had, which was like this 1995 GT Pro Series that I got at a police auction, and that's what I started BMX on, and or riding BMX on, and didn't really even know about the sport. I just liked bikes when I was a kid, and we would go to these police auctions, and my dad would buy all these bikes, and I would fix them up and like do whatever with them, and then jumping ramps, jumping my sisters on board and brick ramps, and then so that's got to be like personally my most valuable bike. But I mean, I have like a slingshot with graphite mags that like money wise is pretty valuable. Like there's a lot of like valuable bikes and prices on them, but it's got to be my bike.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Is there anything like up there, like prestigious wise? I know that you talked about having people's specific bikes.
Yeah.
So like, are there any more cool examples?
I got Brian Foster's X Games helmet from like the 2002 X Games, I believe. I have like a piece of the original T1 ramp. I have the first FBM frame ever made. I have one of every S&M bike ever made. Ryan Nyquist prototype frame. A lot of Billy Griggs stuff. I have the cover of the first issue of Snap magazine. We have the helmet, pants, jersey, and the frame that Billy Griggs was riding.
That's
from
so
the photo
crazy.
in the cover of the first issue of Snap.
That's so insane. So like, I'm sure I already know the answer to this, but when you get to the level you're at of collecting, I feel like you just get to a point where people hit you up and are like, I've got this thing.
Yeah, it's been real awesome that people see like the museum and my vision and stuff, and like they're like donating stuff. I take trade-ins, like trading new stuff in for old stuff. But yeah, it's real sick when people like value their stuff so much and then donate it to the shop or the shop's museum. It rules.
It's like finding like a fossil and being like, I want this in a museum.
Yeah,
on the
exactly
same level, but like we as BMX riders probably care more about that than a fossil. So we talked a little bit earlier, but I'm planning to, at some point, we're going to go down and do a tour of the whole shop, museum, ramps, and everything. So the things that we've talked about in here, you'll be able to see eventually. I'm going to make it down to Richmond. It's on camera now. I have to do it.
You have to do
it's
it now.
going to happen.
Yeah.
But I just think it's amazing to see, like, this is what can happen when BMX is your entire life.
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly, I don't know anything else besides BMX bikes.
Right.
I mean, I like hardcore music and punk rock, but like, I can't play an instrument. I can't sing. Like, but BMX is like the only thing I know.
I can relate to that because like my YouTube channel and everything and riding and all this stuff is because BMX and filming is just my entire life. So like this is another facet of that, of BMX just being your whole existence, which is like, I mean, I love it. I know you love it.
It's great, man, that I was able to take something that I was like, super passionate about and love doing and turn into a business that like now I can hire my friends to work for me and like have places where kids can come and hang out and ride and be safe, and like it's awesome. It's really cool.
There's a lawnmower driving by. We're at Swamp Fest, but I think that that's actually a really good place to talk about things too, is the fact that you can take this thing that you love, whether it's BMX or whatever it might be, and if you think about it and approach it the right way, you can turn it into your livelihood to where that's all you ever have to do is what you love, and you're a perfect example of that.
I tell every single person that, like, don't try to chase what that so-called American, quota dream is, and like you don't have to go to college, you don't have to do all this stuff. Like you can just do what you want to do, and then you find the right niche, you can turn it into a business, and like as long as you're passionate about it, it should succeed. Like don't do it for the money.
Yep. And when you're passionate about it, to lead off of that, you're gonna put the amount of work in that has to be put in to be successful. That's why all of this exists, because you loved it enough to where when that first bump in the road, and the next one, and the next one.
And if you do it out of passion, like money should come, and it's not a big deal if it doesn't, like because you love it. It's not like work.
Yep. I recently heard a saying that I really, really liked, and that was that money sustains passion.
Yeah.
And it's real.
True.
It's real. So on that note, Powers Bike Shop, where can people find you both in real life and online?
We're downtown Richmond, 3119 Williamsburg Road. All the social medias is Powers BMX, powersbmx.com, powersbikeshop.com. It all goes through the same thing. You can text our cell phone, call shop, hit us up on any social media. Yeah.
Word. All right, man. Thank you for doing
thank
this.
you.
Hopefully you guys check out Powers if you haven't yet. I'm sure you already have.
Check out the mobile spot right now.
Yeah, just a little.
You've probably seen Richie already on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. So yeah, they also have a YouTube channel which will be right here. So subscribe to that. Subscribe here if you haven't, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Swamp Fest craziness.